On today's episode, we have 10 fresh flips for you to help inspire you to repurpose items that you already have at home or items that you found secondhand. So, if you have been feeling a little tired of the things you have laying around your home and you're looking for a fresh idea of how to make them look new in your space without spending tons of money, then this video is for you. Let's get started flipping things, making them new in a classic way on a budget. Our first project is this $20 yard sale find. It was the base of a buffet as well as a top that was mismatched, but we made them both work together. If you have an old china hutch that's been sitting around and you don't know what to do with it, hopefully this will inspire you with lots of ideas for what you can do without spending a whole bunch of money. We have fast forwarded this project to go by very quickly for entertainment purposes, but if you'd like to see the full-length tutorial of how we did everything for all 10 projects in today's video, I will have the full-length versions linked below in the description box so that you can see a more in-depth tutorial of how we did each of these. For just the cost of hardware and a little bit of stain and some elbow grease, we completely transformed this into an elegant classic piece that will last another lifetime. Our second project today is such a fun repurpose. This was a globe holder stand thing, and we decided to repurpose some little trays from Ross for only $9.99 to create a cute little beverage cart that can go indoor, outdoor for summer gatherings or having people out on the patio for a barbecue, or you could have it inside as a plant stand. So many little tables like these are sitting around in garages or deteriorating in sheds or sitting somewhere in a back room, just waiting to find new life and new purpose. So if you have a piece like that at home, I hope this inspires you with some ideas that you can do on your piece to make it nice and fresh and new again. That was such a fun makeover. The next makeover is a similar sort of thing. We are going to repurpose this, which I think was originally a plant stand, into a small little table, which could also be used as a plant stand again. The top piece right here was wobbling and warped and needed to be replaced. So again, we grabbed this little tray. This one was from Hobby Lobby for $10.99, and we're going to repurpose it as a new top for this. That fresh green could easily translate into cozy cottage as well. And for the next flip, we're going to turn this outdated orange stained pine piece into a cozy cottage decoration that can hold many different things and have plenty of different purposes. After finishing this cute green cottagey style shelf, we're going to move on to another cozy piece. This little drop leaf table has so many purposes that it could be used for. It had a mess of nail polish on top of it, and instead of trying to totally change this table, what we're going to do is spend our time wisely and distress it to make it look purposely distressed and perfectly cozy. The distressed finish now adds age to the piece that it would not have usually had because it wasn't actually antique, but we made it look that way. The next piece is very old, not antique, but vintage. I'd guess made around the 1950s, and this piece was almost completely destroyed. But we don't give up on pieces that easily. We're going to completely transform this table and it will be unrecognizable when you are done. So if something is damaged and you cannot use it in its original form, don't give up. You can always repurpose items into something new. And this is a great example of repurposing something instead of throwing it away. let's take a look back at what we started with on this little side table because we really did transform it into something completely new. It still has great function, but it gets a completely new look that is fresh and beautiful that could add character to any room that you put it in. Small side tables are really a great way to add some character and charm into a room without it being too overwhelming. Since they are nice and small, visually it would not be too distracting to add a little bit of an accent color for your fresh new look. This little table is another example of adding just a little bit of color onto a small piece of furniture that makes a room have a lot more character, and becomes a statement piece that everybody will say, "Wow, that is so cute. Where did you get that from?" A small table like this can have so many different purposes, and they are so fun to stage and decorate with fun vignettes. The striped pattern on here reminded me of a grain sack that you would see in France somewhere on a cute little farm. The next projects we're going to work on are the top and bottom pieces of this free Facebook Marketplace find. This china hutch had so much damage to it. It was even more damaged than we had realized before we picked it up, but it was worth saving and worth turning into two unique, beautiful, and classic new pieces. The first flip we turned into a coffee bar using the base of the china cabinet. And if you have a china cabinet that is a little outdated, or if you need to turn one piece into two to save a little bit of money and repurpose things in your home without having to buy anything new, then this is a great project for you. Now that this base of the project is finished, we have to take a look back at what we started with because it is unrecognizable now. We turned the bottom half of this china cabinet into a gorgeous rustic coffee bar, or it could still be used as a buffet or in an office to hold office supplies. The possibilities are only limited to your imagination when it comes to repurposing furniture. I love the beautiful butcher block top that we added. It was leftover scrap butcher block from our home renovation and cost us nothing extra to use for this piece. And if you have a china cabinet that comes apart into two pieces in your home, I highly recommend brainstorming some ways that you can split it apart and repurpose the top and bottom to suit more modern needs. The top half of this china cabinet had a really beautiful ornate window on each cabinet door, and I did not want to do anything to change those. But the rest of the piece definitely needed a lot of work done to it to turn it into its own individual piece of furniture. So we have to prep everything and build onto it a little bit to create it into its own piece of furniture. But don't worry, we aren't going to do anything that is super complicated. It is definitely something that you can do at home as well. And we're going to turn this into the most beautiful display cabinet that could be used for a bookshelf or for a pantry. So many different ways you can use something with as many shelves as this piece had in it, and then add a new top to it and use it as a console as well. The navy blue color, dental molding, and wood accents on this piece screamed classic traditional, and it is a style that will last for many generations. You could choose any color to go with on a piece like this. You don't need to pick a statement navy blue like we did, and you can pick different types of metal legs. Amazon has plenty to choose from, as well as Hobby Lobby. But now this piece has its own function and can be used for many modern uses other than housing china. When you're looking to redo furniture in your home, try and think of how the piece of furniture can work for you. The final project today is going to be this barrister's cabinet that actually belonged to my grandmother. It had seen some better days, it has been around for a long time, and needed a little bit of freshening up. So I'm going to show you how you can make something look new and beautiful again without doing a whole lot of work and definitely not spending a lot of money. Now this final flip has its fresh new look inspired by the furniture you would see in Ballard Designs. That was my inspiration for this transformation. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit subscribe down below, and be sure to let me know which of today's projects was your favorite. I'll see you next time. Bye!